How's it going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Quiz Trades. I know I didn't say I was gonna upload for a minute, or at least till I took another swing, but I honestly just wanted to do a quick trade recap about yesterday and today, because the model actually played out very well. If you had already watched my last video, which I uploaded yesterday, you'd have seen that it's basically just a model fractalized down, right? We had this yearly SMT. ES had taken out previous year highs and Q had not. We then got displacement down and we had gotten our change in state on the weekly. And then we fractalized down to so this basically happened on the monthly, right? January gave us the SMT and that liquidity sweep. So then we fractalized down to the weekly. We had this huge move down, which I had already recapped. And then we had put in, we kind of got chopped out of that, right? This was pretty choppy for like the next damn near 3 weeks. And then, boom, we had our next fractalized model, which was the weekly liquidity sweep. So price came up, we swept 2 weekly highs this week, and this week we also SMT'd with ES at that weekly high. And then I entered puts there, swung those puts. And then what I was looking for next was that model fractalized on the daily. So Monday, came up, traded up, and we took out Friday high. We also got the SMT. We were in equilibrium of this week range. On ES, which was actually which was better in my opinion, we actually fulfilled equilibrium on the month range. So we had that monthly equilibrium fulfillment SMT. And ES actually did not take out previous day highs. So we also had that SMT there. So we SMT'd 2 parts of the model. We SMT'd the previous day high sweep and we SMT'd on the equilibrium. And then we also fulfilled, this 4-hour bearish gap. So that was our PD array that I was using. So you can see right here. Hold on, move this real quick. As you can see right here, we literally just barely wicked into it, right? Because we had taken out the previous day highs, and at that previous day high was this 4-hour gap. So we literally wicked into it by like half a point. If you go on to the 1 hour, you can see barely got into it. And we also held this order block right here. We didn't get a single closure above it. We're just wicking into it. So we had both our PD arrays, 4-hour order block, 4-hour bearish fair value gap. We had our previous day high sweep, SMT, and then we fulfilled equilibrium on a weekly range, and on ES fulfilled equilibrium on the monthly range. From there, as you can see, we dumped very aggressively. All of Tuesday was very bearish. Barely put in a top wick. We swept 2 weekly lows. We swept this week low. We swept this week low. Right, we swept this week and this week low. So we had 2 weekly sweeps. We have not swept February low yet. On ES we did, so we have that huge SMT as well, which is honestly going to push us up. I wasn't able to enter. The money for my live account on my futures hasn't transferred over yet, so I unfortunately missed this whole move. It was about 640 points, very clean. Volatility is back, as you guys can see. In 2 days we have moved about 1,000 points, 1,200 points, 600 each day. And I do still expect us, the thing is, in my eyes, we haven't put in a model for this month, right? The model that we did put in right here and this part was a fractalization of this model. So we haven't put in a weekly model yet for this month. So I generally would not be surprised if we if we're now going to be bullish, retest this order block, not even retest, actually tap into this order block, because we haven't touched this weekly order block right here, this daily order block right here. So I would love to see that, right? We turtle soup these 2 highs, because if we would have flushed by now, right? If this was our move, we would have flushed. We would have continued to flush, but because we'll see how tomorrow plays out and how the rest of the week plays out. But I see a very nice entry off these highs, or I see a very nice entry off this rejection block, meaning this high acts as a rejection block. That's what this is right here. and we keep a we keep a high in this area that we'll then take out next week. So we'll get that weekly turtle soup in this rejection block. We'll tap into equilibrium on the monthly range, and then from there we'll flush even lower to February low, and that is if we don't take out February low this week. We will see, but I honestly just wanted to do a quick trade recap because the model was fractalized perfectly. Like, it was honestly very clean. Execution was very nice. You know, it was a very nice previous day high sweep. SMT with equilibrium. We're just SMTing a lot right now, and that's usually a sign that a big move is gonna happen, right? In August, when we were SMTing a lot, I talked about it. What had happened after? August right here. We were SMTing at these highs. We were SMTing at lows. This whole month was SMTs. And then what had happened was we ripped 2,000 plus points, right? So a big move was due. Anytime assets start SMTing a lot more than they should, a big move is due. So I think what is going to happen now is a big move is going to be due to the downside, and we're going to start seeing, we're going to reach equilibrium of the year range. We're going to reach IRL of the year, and then from there, and it just aligns with the narrative, the current war narrative, that we will shit the bed, and then, we'll resolve the war, whatever, nothing really happens for real. And then from there, we're going to pump. But yeah, just want to do a quick trade recap. We'll see how the rest of this week plays out. I probably will be looking to take an entry. Like, I'm just assuming that my model will put itself in next week. So I'll probably be entering sometime around next week, and then from there, hold it for a week or two, and I'll probably do a trade recap. Or not probably, I will do a trade recap for that. Probably like the third or like beginning of the fourth week of March. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I hope you guys are starting to understand how the model fractalizes and how it behaves based off of what level of fractalization it's on, because that's one of the most important parts to identify, what are we expecting next, right? From here, I was expecting, after this monthly sweep, I was expecting it to happen on the daily. Once that, kind of functioned us to dump, then I was expecting a weekly sweep. We had it on the weekly, and then it happens on the daily. Now I'm expecting for this month to fulfill its monthly objective, get a weekly sweep again, and then fractalize on the daily, and boom. That's just how I can create expectations, how I can start predicting moves, and that's why my predictions and understanding of the market has been so accurate, because I understand, one, you have the correct model, you fractalize it properly, you understand how market fractalizes itself, and then you just, tie that in with narrative, price delivery, all these things, and trading becomes a lot easier. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a good week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.